So how many cases of carbon monoxide do you see a year?
We don't see a lot of carbon monoxide cases, but the challenge with them is that usually they affect a lot of people all at once, so an entire household, and that is really the challenge. So our numbers, they vary from year to year, but the challenge is that they hit a lot of people, usually the entire family, all at once.
What are some signs or symptoms that you may be suffering from carbon?
Signs and symptoms of carbon monoxide are really similar to the flu, which is kind of scary, but it's things like dizziness, headaches, hallucinations, nausea. So it's something that you want to think about, if you're leaving your house and those symptoms go away and then you come back and you're getting those symptoms, that could be a sign that you might have some carbon monoxide in your home.
What are some likely culprits?
So we see a lot of carbon monoxide issues in the winter because the likely culprits we use in the winter. So alternative sources of heat, keeping your car running in your garage, a really, really bad thing to do. Different sources, different heat, like keeping the oven on, especially if you have a gas stove. So things like that are usually the things that we see in the winter because it has to do with heat. So that's a challenge, especially in the winters when we see all those carbon monoxide poisonings.
So what do we need to do to prevent this?
The most important thing that you can do to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning is to have a carbon monoxide detector in your home, ideally in all the sleeping areas and ideally on every floor of your home or near the sources that, like your fireplace. I know in my house I have one near my fireplace because that could be a potential source of carbon monoxide. And you want to test the battery on those once a month, and then you want to change the battery 2 times a year, so every 6 months. And with the change of the spring forward coming up in next weekend, that's an excellent time to do it. As you spring forward, check your batteries with both your smoke detectors and your carbon monoxide detectors. Another good prevention measure is that you make sure that things like your fireplace, your heaters are checked regularly by a professional. They can check for buildups and things that might cause carbon monoxide. So you want to keep your appliances up to date and checked, and that in combination with making sure that you have the right alarms are really 2 really good prevention measures.
How much are carbon monoxide detectors?
Carbon monoxide detectors are run around $20. So if you really think about it, $20 can save a life, can save a home. So really a small investment for what it really means to your family.